right, friends, let's do this. It's time for an unnumbered episode of my Sunday night Stay-At-Homebodies virtual open mic, where I post a set every Sunday night, 8 o'clock, here on YouTube. Share that set over at Facebook. And then I start listening to my musical friends in the thread below that post over there on Facebook, 8 o'clock Pacific time Sunday nights. I'm in the process of listening to my various musical friends, their output. I'm in the midst of their various albums, and I listen to 2 or 3 songs a week, and I post that right there on Facebook in case anybody wants to join me. And I also invite my musical friends, even ones I don't know in person, if you're an online friend, to let me know if you've got some new videos. You can post it directly to that thread on Sunday nights, or you can post it here under this video Sunday nights, or you can tell me in a personal message or whatever that you got something new. I love links, and I can just post them on Sunday, and that's when I listen to my musical friends. That's what I do Sunday nights. My wife goes to bed earlier than I do, but I stay and listen to everything that I got posted there. I don't care how long it takes. I have fun. Okay, so let me get my pregame going. Little incense first. It's already on. The reason it's already on is that this is my second take of this set. I had a technical difficulty. My mics were super, super hot, way hotter than I thought they were, and so my whole set kind of distorted. So I'm taking a second crack at it. So these are wildcard sets, and I'm going to call it wildcard songs as well, because these are songs that don't fit in easily with the various themes I've done so far. They might fit into a future theme, and I'm not above or against repeating songs here, but these are ones currently that haven't fit in quite with the theme yet, or if they did, they were a real stretch. So I'm going to do 3 wildcard songs tonight. I'm going to record several of these sets just so I have some in the bank, and they'll all be unnumbered. But when I do make them public, I'll stick a number in the description for anybody who's I can't believe that would be anybody but me that would actually be concerned with the numbers. But anyway, here we go. So here's a song I wrote about my town. It's not my hometown, but I've lived here in Ashland, Oregon, longer than I've lived anywhere else in my life. So it's definitely my town, and it's where I intend to finish my run. Right here in Evanston. In Ashland, Oregon. Evanston, Illinois, is my hometown. But I didn't grow up there as a little kid. It's just where I went to high school and lived after high school. So I think of it as my hometown. I have lived in Ithaca, New York, Brussels, Belgium, Charlottesville, Virginia, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, Evanston, Illinois, New York City, San Juan Islands, off the coast of Washington, Seattle, Fairfield, Iowa, briefly, couple years. It was weird. And then now here in Ashland for the last almost 25 years. So this is a place I've lived the longest. And it is a tourist town. Since the pandemic, we've been slowly getting back our tourist population here, and I've noticed in the last couple of months even it's just a little bit harder to navigate on my bike around town, and I'm realizing that this pandemic is over and people are driving and visiting and traveling and stuff, and so it's once again hard to get around, or harder. They stand in the middle of the sidewalk and they slowly spin around. They ask you for directions to a place they've already found. I try to get around them, but they just slow me down. You can't be in a hurry, not in a tourist town. You can't be in a hurry in a tourist town. They walk like penguins, they drive like clowns. As long as they throw that money around, they can turn a verb into a noun, and you got no choice but just Well, I don't mind if they window shop, if they would just get out of their cars. They can videotape the deer if they want. They could get drunk in our bars. I just wish they'd move a little faster and not make me slow down. You can't be in a hurry, not in a tourist town. You can't be in a hurry in a tourist town. They walk like penguins, they drive like clowns. As long as they throw that money around, they can turn a verb into a noun, and you got no choice but just slow down. You can't be in a hurry, not in a tourist town. Well, maybe there's a silver lining, the roses I can stop and smell. But oh God, what's that perfume? Chanel's living hell. I try to get around her, but she just slowed me down. You can't be in a hurry in a tourist town. You can't be in a hurry in a tourist town. They walk like penguins, they drive like clowns. Long as they slow and throw that money around, they can turn a verb into a noun, and you got no choice but just slow down. Can't be in a hurry, not in a tourist town. Now the world is getting smaller, filled with travel hounds. Maybe there's a secret place somewhere, but this one has been found. It's still a nice place to live if you're not too tightly wound. 'Cause you can't be in a hurry, not in a tourist town. You can't be in a hurry in a tourist town. They walk like penguins, they drive like clowns. Long as they throw that money around, they can turn a verb into a noun, and you got no choice but just slow down. You can't be in a hurry, not in a tourist town. All right. Tourist Town, one of my little local hits once back in the day. I mean, locals liked it more than tourists did, but some tourists just loved it. So what can I say? I think when you live in a town like Ashland, you have regular tourists. Tourists who come year after year to see the plays and experience our beautiful natural beauty here. And if you are a regular tourist, you will tend to feel a little more, a little superior to the not so regular tourists, or especially the first timers, because you've been here, you know the ropes. You almost feel like this is kind of your town. And it's true, because a lot of those frequent regular tourists end up moving here. So they have a right to that propriety, you know. So I remember the first time I gave someone directions when I, moved here, I felt like, oh, I'm starting to become an Ashlander, because I could actually tell someone where the hell anything was, because I was the one asking directions for the first, year or so. I mean, we have pretty good tourists too. I mean, they're generally here for natural beauty or Shakespeare, or the plays at Shakespeare. So another wild card. Met a pretty girl tonight. She smiled at me real nice. She told me she could give me the keys to paradise. I wish I didn't know better, but baby, I sure do. I said goodbye to her when I said hello to you. Well, I wish that I was stupid every now and then. I wish I could say count me in, instead I count to 10. And then I count my blessings like I always do. I said goodbye to her when I said hello to you. She was cute, but so are you. You run deep, she's brand new. I met a pretty girl tonight. She smiled at me real nice. It was not fear that kept me faithful to the sweet love of my life. I wish I didn't know better, but I'm so glad I do. I said goodbye to her when I said hello to you. She was cute, but she's no you. You run deep, she's brand new. I met a pretty girl tonight. She smiled at me real nice. She told me she could give me the keys to paradise. Wish I didn't know better, but baby, I sure do. I said goodbye to her when I said hello to you. Yeah, I said goodbye to her when I said hello to you. Yeah, not a bad little tune. Maybe a little tricky to categorize, you know. Not a straight love song, but I don't know. You know, I didn't do my pregame for this set because I did it before the last set. So trust me that a little tiny nip of the Dylan whiskey was consumed. A hit of this joint was hit. The incense was lit and the Dylan light was lit. I'm seeing by my dials that this was probably more successful than the last one, which was just just pure distortion. So hopefully this will be better. Continuing now with the third and last wild card song on my wild card unnumbered set that will be released at some point in the future when I need it. This one's called 10 Good Days. It's from 2007. And it's based on the melody of, or not based, it's sort of inspired by the melody of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. The first time we made love was bad and worse. each time after that. We didn't talk, we just misspoke. Who she was, I'll never know. We thought a lot of thoughts in bed, but most of them stayed in our heads. I blamed her and she blamed me, but we were just too scared to leave. Pretty smile and squinty eyes, about all I remember from those times was the brown hair slipping across her face, and we had maybe 10 good days. Tried to find a lasting light, but found instead the longest night. Young and glued to our ideals, with no clue how bad that feels. We couldn't read each other's tell, so we stayed stuck inside our shells. Misery, no company. I said I love you, so did she. Pretty smile and squinty eyes, about all I remember from those times was the brown hair slipping across her face, and we had maybe 10 good days. When it finally fell apart, when she left, it broke my heart. Cried and wrote a lot of songs till I was glad that she was gone. It took a while for me to see that all I cared about was me. Lessons come and lessons go. Who she was, I'll never know. Pretty smile and squinty eyes, about all I remember from those times was the brown hair slipping across her face, and we had maybe 10 good days. The first time we made love was bad and worse each time after that. We didn't talk, we just misspoke. Who she was, I'll never know. Who she was, I'll never know. Who she was, I'll never know. All right, there you have it. 10 Good Days from 2007. Oh my God, the dark ages. Hey, listen, all my stuff, all my songs, everything I've written except for the very early stuff and the very latest stuff, 40, soon to be 41 albums over there at geneburnett.com that you can download or listen to free. You can just go to musical recordings from the homepage and find the album that you want, click the player, and you can listen to it free. And there's an arrow by every song. You can download any song there free. There's a donation jar there, but it's just there. It's not a gateway. You don't have to. It's not expected. It's no big deal. It's just an opportunity if you want to throw me $5, whatever. Fine. I would love it if you would go there, take all the songs from all 40 albums, and don't leave me a penny. That would be awesome. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, every song that I post on YouTube, I always put in the description what album it's from, because that makes it a lot easier. Like if you wanted to find 10 Good Days, that's from Terms of Surrender Part 1, I want to say. Is that what that one's from? Yeah, from 2007, only 15 years ago. You would go to Terms of Surrender Part 1, and then you'd hit the little play and download button and scroll for 10 Good Days, bink, little arrow, and it's yours. So that's how you do that. So thanks for listening. If you have been, Sunday nights are reserved for listening to my musical friends. So if you're one of them, post something here or share it on my thread over there on Facebook, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock Pacific time, and I'd love to listen to it. All right, take care, breathe deep, because I want to see you when I see you.